ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of the Fair Shake Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Fats, aka The Beast, and tune into this episode. I hope you enjoy it. Chris, introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? It's the Captain, Killer Ghost, aka Chris. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. On to the next host.
Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Whatever time you guys listening to this today. Finna get mango no huevos. It's the month of Christmas, and we're all busy. We're all hanging out. Like Chris said last episode, the vibes is different when we're all together as opposed to separate. So, without further ado, on to the show.
So, I was getting feedback.
From what? Well, how do you hear like?
It's like,
Check, you still hear it?
A little bit.
Check that wire.
Now it's perfect.
This is right.
Alright, so yeah, we was talking about doing an episode like non-gaming related, more like music. So, Fat had brought up, what do you think about people like remixing and fusing covers of songs? Like, I don't know if you've seen on TikTok, like they'll mash up songs and stuff. What do you guys think about that?
So, I like it personally. I think that when that's actually being done, you could actually hear the music in somebody else's the way they perceive music in the sense, and I think that's testament to remixes, and that's why we have remixes. You know, obviously through music laws and label laws and shit, you can't outright take the track verbatim. You understand? But you can build on it. You can switch on it, and I think Spanish and reggaeton does it a lot. You understand? They do it a lot. They'll take one thing and they'll make it like one of the most noted ones. Bloop, 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 bloop. Pop, 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 pop. You know, bloop, pop, pop. You know, and then they made that into an actual song because they covered it and remixed it. So I personally like it. So
yeah, they recently did Cisco's Thong, and they switched it up and remixed it. Fucking Daddy Yankee. I mean, when it comes to Spanish, they always remixing it, and it's always a hit and miss for me. Like, there's songs that come out and it sounds fire, but I hate when a song comes out and you hear the beat and you think it's one thing and it comes out Spanish remix. I'm like
what's one good one bad one for you that they had was English and they made it to Spanish version or whatever?
Shit. You put me on the spot. I can't think right now. I think bad version of a song was it was some Usher song. They came and remixed it, but they butchered it.
Oh no!
And it was terrible. Like they'll take a great song. The song is already great, and they switched it up and they did it on their own. I think they also try to do like a hype remix to one of Eminem's songs, and
oh my god,
Eminem's like it was like a mellow song, and they butchered it.
I know I went the route with other artists remixing covers, but I think you meant more like people, right? More like the civilians, like us.
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Okay, because whoever knows that I love, this is one of my favorite artists of all time, Kid Cudi. Like, I just like him. Not because I smoke weed all the fucking time, because I don't. But there's that feng shui with the music that just rolls with, and I really enjoyed him. And I've heard plenty of like day and night covers of different people mashing it up or whatever.
That's a popular one, yeah.
You know, Jim Jones was on it. He did something. I think Lil Wayne did something. I'm not too sure, but I like that. I like when people could either build on a song, you understand, or another one. What's this fucking guy? Designer. Timmy Turner. You be wishing for. There was a song that I heard on YouTube that somebody just made over it, and I can't find it anymore because they took it off, like, you know, because of copyright issues or whatever. So like sometimes other people can make that song better, you understand, and I could be on board with it, but other times it's like, just leave it.
That's what I'm saying, it's hit or miss. I've seen, like, recently I shared a video with you. These YouTube stars, they pretty famous. They write their own music, they perform their own music, they are on Apple Music and stuff like that. But there was 3 of them, and they didn't remix it. They were singing lyric for lyric, but they changed the beat, they changed the tone, they changed the melody, and they put 6 different songs together, and it was fire. They used Pop Smoke's Dior, mixed that with Michael Jackson's Billie Jean and Michael Jackson's Dirty Diana, fire. And then in the beginning of the song, they used Pop Smoke's What You Know About Love, along with Miss Independent, and I don't remember the first song, but like, the way they intertwined those different songs from different genres and made a banger. Like, it was so fire.
So, R.I.P. Pop Smoke. But I think that obviously he was gone too soon. I think he was someone that was going to be iconic in the music industry, just the way his album was. Like, his last, he owned like 4 albums, right? Or was it 3 and a mixtape or something? Yeah, but whatever it is, he's just gone too soon. Now, with Pop Smoke, he had a unique voice, you understand? And he had a unique style. Because you remember that summer where all I heard was, I'm like, why is everybody always listening to this? Like, I could never understand. And it wasn't until I took and I sat down, I was like, wow, I actually like him, I think that with the stuff that's unreleased that he has, because most artists have unreleased stuff, there will be covers of things, you understand? They do it with Tupac still to this day, and Biggie, you understand? 2 of the most iconic people in all of hip-hop and rap, you understand? And how many iterations of Thug Mansions have you heard, you understand? And it's just gonna keep going. So
Pop used a lot of
50,
that, and he used a lot of 90s like beats, like most of his like slow stuff is like love songs from the 90s and stuff. So that's why
that's most music now.
I feel like that's why a lot of people like mash his stuff, because it's easy, because he already used old
but that's most artists now. Most artists, what they do is they bring back old beats or old songs. They even use old lyrics and they put into their songs. I can't tell you how many songs that I hear that rephrase somebody else's lyrics, and it's all the time. I'm like I know it's not easy, because I used to write my own music, but I just say stay original. Like, and then I hate that the lyric is used before and then it's reused again, and then people use the new version all the time. Like, this lyric is fire. Like, it was fire before. Like, it was already used. It's not new. It's not original. So
you're bringing back so many like music memories right now. I remember, may rest in peace, when Biggie Smalls died, and Diddy, before he became Diddy, he was Puff Daddy. He had made Every Step You Take. I didn't know growing up that was a cover. That was used from an original song. So when I first heard the original song, I was like, what the fuck? This shit is whack, And then you're like, oh, it's actually, now I understand, like, what is that? Imitations of form of flattery or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I could see why music like that is done constantly, you understand, and re-picked up or whatever. And one of my friends, through my sister, he writes his own music, and he engineers his own stuff. So, I would love to ask him, like, I'm pretty sure there's influences that he gets from other people, because when you said you used to write stuff, you heavily influenced by the people that you enjoy, you understand? So I think covers and remixes are good, you understand? But, I'm going to go full steam ahead. I'm going to back you up on this. It is a hit or miss. This always doesn't work, and when it works, sometimes it outshines the original, sometimes, but I think, again, Latino Americans, Spanish, reggaeton, they always oversaturate the market with different versions of a song. You understand? So
I a memory I was gonna bring. I know he was gonna say non-gaming, but there's a little bit gaming. Remember when Jay got DJ Hero Bro, I was over at their house when he got it. Yo, it was one of the funniest days. My boy was hype. He played that like non-stop that day.
Non-stop.
There's a song that I love. Tupac,
California Love.
Through the Grapevine. It's Tupac and some other shit Through the Grapevine. Oh, like one of the best. Because I played it, but I didn't buy it when it was new. I bought it used, and I bought it like 2 years after.
Yeah.
I was there when he got it. Like, I think your aunt had bought it for him or something. Yo, he was so hype. It was mad funny.
What was that and Guitar Hero? Because we didn't have the guitar, but they would always use the controller to play.
That was weird. You guys are bosses.
Not me. I used the guitar.
I used the guitar.
My brothers.
Jay used the controller. He was a weirdo.
So Chris was the one who had it. Chris was the one who introduced. So he had the guitar and everything. His brother had to set up by this wall. So of course they're not gonna lend nobody the guitar. You know, it's pretty expensive and shit. Mm-hmm. So Jay will be like, "Yo, just lend me the game," and he'll go home and play with the control. I swear to God. And Juju to this day, he'll say, "I'd rather play with the control than the guitar."
That's wild.
I'm like, how? Like, that's mad awkward.
Weirdos, man. But I was gonna bring up. I was gonna bring up. We was talking about people using other people's beats and stuff. What it made me think of, like, what are famous beefs that you remember, like from when you were little or currently or whatever? Like, what are your favorite beefs? Either rappers or it could be singers.
Eminem
whatever.
and Benzino. Not Eminem and was this Machine Gun Kelly? I thought that shit was trash.
Oh yeah,
it didn't last so long. But Eminem and Everlast.
Oh, with
the dude House of Pain
and I know what you're talking about, but their beef had came from an altercation or something, right?
Yeah.
Outside of it, and then it transpired into music. Yeah. But mine was Eminem and Benzino, and what it was, Ja Rule and Fat Joe.
No, they were on the same side.
Oh, it was
Ja Rule.
It was 50 right? Against Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Jadakiss.
So when this guy was singing Clapback, he wasn't singing this Ja?
Who?
Joe? He was singing it to 50?
That's 50.
I didn't know that. I always thought, for some reason, I always thought it was.
It's always 50. Like, Piggy Bank was to Ja Rule. Window Shopper was to Ja Rule.
I mean, he still goes off on him. Like, do you remember that time where 50 bought his last, like,
his concert out?
He bought like the first fucking 3 rows. Bro, that's disrespectful, pa.
They'll never get over that beef. But that was one. 50, he won that until he lost to Jada though.
Or Jada came out with Animal.
Yeah, he lost. He was gonna lose to him regardless.
Snake ass nigga, you Animal.
I used to love rap battles, like with Cassidy and all them.
Yeah,
I used to love that. And Papoose is still my favorite to this day. Like I still think he goes hard, bro.
He's good. But again, he's not like a mainstream rapper.
No,
he's on the side. Like Jadakiss is not a mainstream rapper. Jadakiss is spit fire. Jadakiss is probably one of the best. So did you guys
see the verses?
Versus with who?
Jadakiss with this guy, who was it, with Gucci Mane?
I didn't know they did that.
No, it was a verse. It was
Jadakiss versus Gucci
Mane. Not Jadakiss. It was Gucci Mane and the one that had the snowman when we was in school, that he made the song with Akon. It's not
Jadakiss.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
That he had the snowman.
He was snowman. The shit was the snowman shit. I forgot his name, bro.
It starts with
it starts with a J too. That's why.
It's Young
Jeezy.
He also
it
wrote,
was between them two.
My President is Black. Remember that?
It was Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy. They had a verses.
But did you catch that?
I didn't see it.
I never seen none of the verses.
You know the one that's coming up? Keisha Cole and Ashanti.
I heard.
Why? I don't know.
Listen. Ashanti only win, like, if she was to win, is only by features.
Yeah, because her Nelly, all her Nelly stuff and
Nelly with Fat Joe, Ja Rule.
So, I don't know how far you guys want to get into this topic, but best way I'm gonna say it. we're in two different eras of music right now, right? Let's say our first 10 years versus the new 10 years. Which do you prefer more? Do you like them both equally, or do you think that there's room for both of them to still flourish in this same ecosystem of, you know, of the hip hop and the rap that we knew back then to the stuff now, like trap music, how not really house, but like, you know, mumble rapping and shit like that? Do you think that there's a space for both of them to flourish? And which era do you think is better in music?
To me personally, I don't think old school rap doesn't make it this day.
Okay.
Only reason why is because everybody now just wants a club banger. Okay. That's all everybody really cares about, because if you take a look at the music my brothers listen to, my cousins, like, they all new music. Fine. And I get that. Like, you're not old school like that. I've listened to some of the new music, and I personally, I'm not with it. I'm all about the lyrics and the flow and style. Like, I've heard rappers making songs don't make sense. Certain lines are not rhyming. So certain fucking lyrics don't match up to the beat. Like, it does. Like, you're making music just to make music.
So you feel like Little Pump?
Hell no.
Little Uzi
Trash. Trash.
The Baby. How about The Baby?
I really don't listen to him, so it's not.
How about Little Baby?
Dude, why is it two people with the same name? It's another thing. Everybody got a little in front of their name.
That's why I liked Pop, because he wasn't mumble or nothing. He was actually like trying to be like 50. So
like all the old school rappers to, like, I'm gonna say to like 2010. 2010 was probably, after that, it's like when all these mumble rappers starting to come out, rappers that don't make, like, they don't sound good. Like, everybody wants a club bang. Like, I watched that fight, Tyson versus Roy Jones. Okay, in that fight, they have performers. They had a performer. I didn't know nothing he was saying. Like, you don't understand what they're saying, and what they're saying don't mean much. Like, you have to put a lot of metaphors and similes into your rap. You have to paint a picture to your audience. A lot of rappers don't do that.
Do you think that Tekashi does that?
Tekashi's just a yell rapper.
But I'm saying, do you think that he is saying similes and metaphors and obviously stating the blatant stuff that he does?
Nah.
You don't think? No?
He just says what the fuck he want to say. If he rhymes, it rhymes. If it doesn't, and he yells it. I like his style because it gets me hype in the morning. That's why I listen to his music. So
that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
But you don't listen to him for real substance.
I'm not gonna get in my feelings and listen to Tekashi.
Would you listen to Common?
I don't like Common either.
But he fit everything that you said, though.
Yeah, but I don't like his style. He doesn't have the style. He might have the lyrics. He might do what he has to do.
I'm not a fan of Common.
He doesn't have that representation either.
Drake.
I like Drake, but I wouldn't put him top 10.
But Drake does do banger after banger after banger.
But again, what I was saying, club bangers. That's what everybody wants. Everybody wants a song now to get in their feelings. Everybody's not listening to the song for the lyrics. Like, if you was to put, all right, Drake does great music. Plain and simple, he does great music. But you want to put him against a rapper that actually is a fucking legend when it comes to lyrics? No.
I love Post Malone.
Little Yachty.
No.
All right. So
I like Post Malone.
Take a rapper like Andre 3000. Andre 3000 is a fucking monster.
Okay.
Take him as a rapper against the way Drake raps. You understand what I'm saying? Drake, I don't consider Drake a full-time rapper because Drake does sing half the time. So how can you consider him a rapper if he's singing? I've considered him more in the hip-hop because he does both. Fine, everybody thinks, all right, he's a rapper because he got rap songs. Not everybody. I mean, Chris Brown did a rap, so he's a rapper because he did a rap song.
True.
And this goes out to Savage over there because he knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right, so there maybe let's bleed in the 2010s a little bit further out because we get the introduction of J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. I think some of the most pivotal people in music still to this day. You understand? Forest Hill Drive, I still listen to that album to this day. You understand? Mad City, I still listen to that album to this day. You know, do you think that hip hop and rap is still kind of piggybacking off of them from that era that we was listening to music? You understand? Like, do you think that
you heard it? That's the thong song.
Oh, okay, ironic, right? So do you think that being said, like, do you feel that music, right, that they do, right, translates well even now? Like, do you think that they can make bangers?
They're probably the only ones. And honestly, if let's take a look at the image of the rappers now, right? So you brought up a great points like Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. They do. I do believe they do real music. You know, J. Cole, Kendrick over Drake, like when it comes to lyrics and stuff like that. But Kendrick and J. Cole don't have the image that all these new rappers have now. Okay. Like, who's everybody listening to right now? Let's say rap wise.
Like currently,
they nobody's listening to Cole. Nobody's listening to Lamar. And mind you, those are great rappers right there. And they're new rappers that take the old and they bring it into the new millennium. This is what I was talking about. That I don't think the old rap is not. It doesn't hold.
It's consistent
no weight
with now. Okay.
Because everybody just wants the bangers. You know what I'm saying? Pop Smoke was that person that took old beats and he's used a lot of the 50s style, 50s rap, like 50 Cent. So he made, Gone Too Soon, but he did use the old and he was successful, but using somebody else's style and stuff like that. Kendrick and Cole those are rappers on their own. Lyrics, when their lyrics are beasts, as it is. So you can see that nobody's listening to them right now consistently. But there are people that's like you still listen to their music. I still listen to the music. Chris still listens to the music, but they're not consistent. If you want to take a younger crowd, like my little brother probably don't listen to them at all. Like 7 days a week, if he's going to work the week, they're listening to the week. He's listening to the weekend. He's not listening to Cole. He's not listening to Kendrick. Okay. So the old music is not gonna hold weight because everybody now has a different taste. Everybody wants a club banger. Everybody just wants something they can vibe to. They're not listening to music no more just to listen to the music. Like you used to listen to Pac, Eminem, Pun, Biggie, and get into your feelings.
Fabulous.
All of them, because you can take their albums, all their songs. They have songs to make you laugh. They have songs that'll make you cry. Music is not like that no more. Everything is about, I think, just vibing. Okay. Everybody's
I see
this.
That
this is
shift.
This is the smoking hookah music time. That's the generation we listen to.
So I'm a huge fan. I would say within these last 2 years of Bad Bunny, right? Obviously he's not a full-blown rapper, and he's not a full-blown singer, and sometimes it's hard to tell if his music is reggaeton or what is it. You understand? Do you think that like the two languages now, right, when they merge together, do you think that there's room for the music to really coexist? Like, for example, when Drake came out with the Romeo Santos songs, you think that those really blended well together? They're both their styles?
I think when it comes to merging English or Spanish, you got it off the back, because you take you're taking two cultures basically, and you're merging them together. So if you're taking an English artist and a Spanish artist, you're definitely winning no matter what. So that, I think that doesn't affect when it comes to like the rap that we're talking about, because taking either reggaeton or Spanish trap, you're always gonna win. Like for example, The Weeknd made a Spanish song with
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he just made a Spanish track. So regardless of the point,
Fire.
Yeah, OD fire. When you make a track with a Spanish artist, you're winning no matter what.
Akon make a Spanish song too recently?
Always. Nah, I don't know why recently, but
my mom been blasting some Spanish song.
I'm bugging. I was thinking about the song with Wyclef and he
actually speaks Spanish. He actually singing in Spanish in it. It don't sound bad either.
That old song that he came out with Spanish. That he came out, I think it was Joey Randy or Wisin Yandel, one of those groups.
Yeah.
He did a song with, and that was a banger. That's what I'm saying. Like whether you're going old or coming up new, if you do a track with a Spanish artist, you're winning.
So your top 10
of who?
Of just rappers of whatever that you listen to of all time, the best
rappers of all time. Not in a specific order.
Doesn't have to be, because if that's the case, then we'll be here forever. Yeah. Because then I'm of the mindset now that anytime anybody tears up something, I'm gonna be there for fucking 15, 20, 30 minutes.
Mine, I clearly have a top two.
Top two? What?
Yeah. Biggie's one of all time, and then is Eminem. Those are my like top two. Then the rest are like.
Quick, I don't know, but do you guys watch Saturday Night Live?
No.
All right, so I love all that satirical. I love all that comedy stuff. But there's a song that Pete Davidson did. What's that song? Dun, 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 Stan. So he made like a cover parody of Stan, but of Santa, and it is fucking hilarious. And before we leave, I hope we get to see it together, because I think you guys will enjoy it. And I agree with you with Eminem being up there. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
So not in specific order is Eminem, is Pac, Biggie, you got Lamar, you got J. Cole, I joined the Lucas, another dude is fire, Cassidy, Fabulous, Jadakiss, and Andre 3000. That's my top 10.
Did you see, so real quick, did you see when they were asking Joyner Lucas his top? I sent it to you. Did you see it? If not, their argument for Andre 3000 is that he never had a solo album. So how can he be a top 10?
We're talking about it's not. We're not talking about.
I know. I agree with you though.
But I think
he's nice.
I think what I love about Andre is that he's a man of his word, and that he was still able to roll with Big Boy after all these years to continue like consistent. I respect that from him. Not to ever want to like truly go solo.
Because he was on the Breakfast Club and they asked him his top, and he said Andre 3000. They were like, "Oh, but how can you have him up there?"
But he's again, he's a rapper. You still listen to his lyrics. You still listen to his verses. It's not. We're not talking about top 10 solo albums. Because let's be honest, there's not many rappers out there that put up albums that have no features.
So yeah, mine is those top two. I said Biggie, Eminem. Like you said, Cole, Kendrick, Andre. I just had him in my head. Luda, I like a lot.
That's another one.
You forgot Pun.
Oh, I did. But he's definitely on my top.
He's an honorable mention.
No, he's definitely on my top 5. Somebody's moving down.
Oh, you adding tier list? No.
Who else?
I got caught up in the moment.
Think of on the top. Oh, Pac, of course. I was gonna leave him off. I would have got so much hate for that. 50's up there.
I mean,
I like 50.
You can go on to do a top 20. Like there's a lot of artists, but again,
yeah, for me is because I have 50 Kendrick Lamar, Drake.
Oh, Drake, yeah, would be up there for me too.
Kid Cudi, I always listen to him to this day. Then I wouldn't say Jadakiss. Not that I don't like his music. It's just I never really heard him that well.
Yeah, so let's see what I was saying. He's not really what the fuck I said before, like a mainstream artist. He's not gonna be an artist that's gonna put out records that everybody's gonna go and buy and everybody wants to listen to. Listen to him lyrically. His flow is phenomenal. Probably one of the most untouched flows in the music industry. It's plain and simple. Like he can rap about anything and go on and give you bars and bars and bars for 10 minutes straight, if you will.
No, I agree.
He's nasty with it.
Fabulous. I was a big Fabulous fan. That's what 6, 4 more. Jay-Z. I think he's fallen off these last couple of years because he hasn't really dropped anything of relevance. And I also would say that with Eminem too, because I heard his last album 96 times. Because we don't have Spotify, at least I don't. So I did the Apple Replay shit, and it showed me, and I played the fucking last album of Eminem 96 times. I didn't know.
I'm probably up there too.
And I think, like, and I'm gonna say, like, unpopular opinion, like, I really like The Baby. You know what I'm saying?
So recent, he's the more recent guy you like?
The most recent, that's what, 7 or 8, and whoever rounds up the last 2, because my thing is that, not that I'm afraid of venturing too far out to music, it's just that sometimes I don't really enjoy the and I don't enjoy the fucking the other shit that makes absolutely no sense. Again, there is a demographic for that, and it is, when you are in a club vibe, that you know the little words here or there, but not the whole thing. I'm not gonna say shit verbatim, but yeah.
So yeah, I want you guys to give us your top 10, because this is like really interesting to me. But like, I want it to be like lyrically, like who's the best. Like, you could put it in order too, because that makes it more, for argument's sake, makes it more interesting. Yeah, because I'm one of the people that think Biggie was better than Pac, but shoot me in the comments.
That's up to the
again that goes to the sense of style you have. Okay, Biggie was a club banger, but his flow was, nobody could touch his flow. And Pac would stab at you. Again, Pac was that dude. He can make you cry in a song. He can make you laugh. He can make you go hard and want to stab somebody in the rib. That's the type of artist. That's the type of music I like to listen to. That's why I listen to Shady. That's why I listen to Pun. Yeah, that's
with the whole like covers and stuff. Like, he's probably the most covered person, of all time. I mean, I'm pretty sure, to argument's sake, there are people that know their stuff, but I'm just saying from what I know. I don't know a person who can't say, like, I know a version of that song because they've heard someone else cover it or do it a different way. So
leave us your top 10 and shoot us for hours, I guess, in the comments. But I think that's it for this one, boys.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning into the Fair Shake Podcast, listening to the whole episode, and I hope you comment so that way we can see your comment and we can rebuttal in the next episode. But again, tune into the next episode. Thank you again for subscribing, following, and liking. Until the next time.
It's the Fair Shake Podcast. Sucker, sucker, sucker.